Good morning, gamers. It's me, Lipa with dababy here. Minecraft Snapshot. Yep, that's right. You heard me right. Brand new Minecraft Snapshot, and that's how early today. I like it. 21w17a drop. It's a smaller snapshot, but there are some big changes. In today's video, we're going to show shot the snap case. Remember to leave a like. It helps YouTube know to send this video to other people so they can become certified gamers too. 21w17a. In this week's snapshot, we have a change to dripleaf, we have a change to copper, we have another change to copper, and then we have a cave update data pack update. We'll start with small dripleaf because the stuff is so good looking. The change in this week's snapshot has to do with its placement though. So small dripleaf can be placed on clay blocks and dirt blocks under the water. As of this week's snapshot, small dripleaf can also be placed on moss blocks on the land and moss blocks under the water. So a couple more placement options for this stuff. Unfortunately, sand, things like that, small dripleaf still can't be placed on it even if it's under the water. Kind of confused about that one. I feel like sand would be okay, but no, apparently not. I saw this one thing on Twitter that needs to happen now too though. Small dripleaf totally should be able to be put inside of a flower pot, and then it's like a small version, kind of like cactus in the flower pot. It would look so good, like a small dripleaf plant in there. Yeah, that would definitely be amazing. Ever since I saw it on Twitter, I literally cannot unthink it. It needs to happen. Please, developers, hear me out. Raw ore texture changes. So this is what everything looks like now. Over here we have iron. It got a little bit lighter. Copper, I feel like there's more like of the oxidized part, and then the gold one, it's still gold. This one looks a little bit more shiny, and it definitely blends together. In last week's snapshot, there was kind of like a weird border. Yeah, it looks better. Also, the raw ore items, I'm pretty sure those have been updated too. They definitely look different to me. Similar format, you know, big chunk, little chunk. Yeah, they're different again. Over on the changelog, look at the comparison. On the left, 21w16a. On the right, here is today. So the ore blocks, they've changed a little bit more again. Looking at the side by side, I can definitely say that I prefer the new textures more. I like them. They're a little bit more defined, more Minecrafty. The other ones are kind of like blurry and soft now that I look at them. Let's talk about ores. When you mine a block of iron ore, you will get 1 raw iron, assuming there's no enchantments. When you mine a block of redstone, you'll get 4 to 5 redstones. Again, no fortune or anything like that. Lapis is the big one. 4 to 9 lapis lazuli when mined, with no enchantments. Obviously, that's not all of the ores, but that's most of them. Now, how about copper? This week, big change to copper ore. When you mine copper without any enchantments, you will now get 2 to 3 raw copper every single time when mined. If you use fortune, you're gonna get more. I'm very excited about this change. This is a change that I have definitely been asking for. I definitely said it in one of the other snapshot videos that the stuff needs to get like more drops. So let's test this out. I haven't tested it yet. We mine this, what are we gonna get? We're gonna get 2. Okay, that's good to know. We're gonna mine it again, maybe 3 this time? No, 2, okay? 2 again, okay. 2 again, 2 seems to be the common one here. 2 again, 3. Hey, we hit 3. Okay, that's cool and all, but how about fortune 3? That's the big one. So check out this pickaxe right here. Fortune 3. Alright, so we mined 1 block of raw copper with this thing. How much are we gonna get? 12! What? 12? Literally 12? What? That's crazy. That's only 1 block, but what? 12? Okay, then there's 6. Okay, cool. That's awesome. I really like 12. There's 2. That's kind of unlucky. How about this one? 4. Okay, very unlucky again. 12. Give me like another 12 one. That was amazing. 3. How did I get 12 that one time? Like what? 2? Okay, wow. I guess the luck is out all the way now. 8. Okay, never mind. It's kind of back. How about this one? 9. All right, I like that number. That's 1 solid block. We'll talk about that in a second, though. How about you? 8 again. Okay, and then finally, 2 more. Okay, so there's definitely a range there. Sometimes you're going to get really lucky. Other times you're not going to get very lucky. But how about this? How much do we have? 56? Oh, 56. That's crazy. Okay, let's run another test. Let's say we find a 2x2 chunk of copper. That's going to be 8 ore blocks. How much copper can we get from this thing if we fortune 3 this? I'm thinking maybe like 20 something if I had to guess. 40. 40? Okay, well 20 something is way off. Test number 2, we'll do it again. I'd really like to find out about this stuff and see how common it is because it's really important for the next part. 39, okay, very similar to the last one. One final test, 8 blocks of copper. How much raw copper are we gonna get? Are we gonna get like 40 again? Maybe, 47, Okay, that's not bad. This week, we have a big change when it comes to the copper block, like the solid one. But first, raw ore. So that recipe is the same. It's going to be a 3x3, 9 raw ore for a single block. That's how you make that thing. The change here is with this one, and this is something I'm a little bit unsure about. So before the snapshot, that would have given us a single copper block. As of this snapshot, we need a little bit more copper now because it's easier to get. We're going to need 9 copper ingots for a single block of copper. Okay, so if we look at this from a gameplay consistency standpoint, I guess this does make sense. 9 iron ingots for a block of iron, just like with copper now. 9 gold ingots for a block of gold, just like with copper now. Same thing for diamond, every other ore. It's always 9 to 1 block. However, copper, it's kind of different. I feel like copper is meant to be more of like a building block, whereas these could definitely be a building block, but who is seriously building their house out of diamond blocks still? Come on, it's not 2013 anymore. Copper is different. Copper is definitely meant to be a building block with that cool oxidization mechanic. I feel like there still needs to be a change with this. This is nice. I like the 9 ingots into 1 block. I think the problem is this right here. I still think these numbers should maybe be upped, actually. Copper should be very easy to get. I might change my mind on this after I test things out a little bit more. Definitely going to do that after this video. But yeah, I feel like copper's point is as a building block. And if it's going to be a little bit more expensive, I don't know. I just feel like it should be pretty easy to get a lot of easily. Maybe it's just me, but I think of like big builds, like my storage cathedral. I would put copper on the roof. That would look really cool. But to do that, I would need like a ton of copper, which I guess I would have to like mine a lot for, because you can't really farm this stuff. So I don't know. I guess I need to test it more. Cave Data Pack, week number 3. Time for a brand new world. In this week's update to the Cave Update Data Pack, we have 2 big changes. One of them has to do with the large ore veins, the thing that we talked about in yesterday's video, and then the other one has to do with a new cave type, actually. Let's slide it to the ground and see if we can find the new cave type first. So this new cave type is known as the Noodle Cave. Not joking here. Actually, right off the bat, this might be a noodle cave in front of us. The Noodle Cave is meant to be a long, windy cave that is claustrophobic, so like very, very small. This definitely, right off the bat, feels really small. Like, this is claustrophobic, but it's actually like a real cave. Like, we can move through here, for sure. Okay, this is cool. This is really cool. As long as these caves don't, like, randomly disconnect, this is pretty cool. I don't mind having to mine out a couple blocks to get through the thing, but they better not disconnect randomly. That was really it. Oh. Yikes. So here's what I'll say about this. First off, this room is really big and really cool looking. These caves are cool. I like the idea of long, stringy, claustrophobic feeling caves. However, I feel like these caves definitely shouldn't like randomly cut off. Like a couple blocks in here having to mine out to like continue moving through the thing, like this right here, that's fine. That's really cool. I like that. Or maybe even you could just crawl through it. However, if these caves are going to randomly cut off and have a bunch of fake dead ends, that's not good. I feel like these caves definitely need to be at least big enough so they like connect all the way through. If they don't at least somewhat connect all the way through, then you're going to end up with random dark patches in your world all over the place. You're never going to know it's even there, and mob farms are going to be like impossible in the overworld, I guess, unless you go like really high up in the air. With these gigantic caves though, maybe that's just going to have to be the new norm. Ore veins. Ore veins have been changed in this week's snapshot. Just made a video on these things yesterday, but as of today's snapshot, ore veins are going to be a little bit rarer and a little bit smaller, but they're still going to be absolutely gigantic. So flying around through this world, I see a lot of granite. That's what stands out. I always look for the copper ones because they're easier to spot, but I haven't really seen anything that really makes me think that I've seen an ore vein quite yet, actually. A lot of granite over here, some copper, but nothing that really says ore vein to me. The ore veins are also going to be a little bit clumpier now too, whatever that means. Okay, I'm not having any luck finding an ore vein, but look at this generation right here. So we have this like weird boxy square area right here, and then this really thin cave. This has to be a bug, right? Like, this is really weird. There's no way this is the new cave type. No way at all. Like, that's so strange looking. Okay, so for the sake of example, let's just say that this chunk of granite right here was an ore vein. It's definitely not, but let's just say. If this were an ore vein, we would now have the chance to find, if we're really, really lucky, actually a block of raw ore inside of the ore vein too, which is so cool. Like a proper block, like 9 by 9 of raw ore generating inside of the vein. Raw ore inside of the ore vein is perhaps the geniusest idea that I have ever heard of. Is so cool. This is gonna really make ore veins feel super distinct, and it's gonna make ore veins feel really obvious. If you find random blocks of raw ore in the world, then you know you found an ore vein, and it's time to start digging and digging and digging, because you're gonna have so much ore. Because I haven't been able to find a proper big ore vein, I'm not sure if these raw ore blocks will be exposed or not, but if they are, that's genius. That's amazing. That's a nice giveaway for these ore veins. I like it. Just let me know down in the comments if you think I should use commands for a couple more hours to remove blocks to figure out how big an ore vein is. Just let me know, and just so you know, I probably won't do it. It was hard, it was really difficult, and it took a long time. However, that's going to do it for 21w17a, aside from some bug fixes. Over on this week's changelog, here are the bug fixes right here if you'd like to check them out. There aren't too many this time, but there are bug fixes. Let me know your thoughts on this new copper ore balance thing. Do you like it? Do you think it should be done a little bit differently? Definitely let me know down in the comments below. Now is the perfect time to drop a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Also, check out the description. I have all of my links down there, like my Twitter, my TikTok. I post daily stuff on both of those things every single day. Yep, that's what daily means. Today, big shout out to my patrons, Divins and 4K99. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you all for watching. It's been me, lipa and dababy. I'll see you next time with another Minecraft video. Goodbye, everybody.